Guard position, Chris Paul. Kevin Durant. Team is Frank Vogel. Let's meet your Minnesota Timberwolves. Starting at shooting guard, he's at 6 feet, number 8. At small forward, 6 feet 7, number 12. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'5", number 17. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 11. At the center position, 7 feet tall, number 10. The head coach of your home team, bang, your Minnesota Timberwolves.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. And tonight, we've got the Minnesota Timberwolves playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Joined by Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, Brian. Jimmy Butler has a single-minded focus. He said, I don't need an MVP. I don't care about anybody's opinion. No trophy means anything except for the Larry O'Brien. I want to be a champion. I mean that. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to win.
I don't doubt him, Allie. Thanks very much. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for James Harden.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. LeBron James out there with Kevin Durant. Then there's Al Horford. Then there's Chris Paul. And it's George in a 2-guard. And for Minnesota. And it's Harrison in at the 5. And some teams now making some coaching changes in the middle of the season. Smitty, how jarring is that for a player?
Most of the veterans see it coming, but it's very jarring for a lot of the inexperienced young guys. Either way, you got to play the game.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here's the dude, George defending. Throw it down on the lob.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Stolen. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Here's Slim. Oh, denied by Durant. George outside. Pass to James. Lets it fly. Collects the 2 points near the hoop.
Inside, James can really carve the defense apart. His strength makes him such a tough cover.
Here's the General, guarded by Durant. The General, no good. About a minute into this first quarter, it's George on the wing. Back to Durant. The 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man. You have to feel a bit for Paul George. Had a rough go of things ever since he labeled himself Playoff P. He knows he'll have a spotlight on him because of that moniker.
James passes to George. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Out to Horford, to the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And with George, he caught flack for that. But he used the noise as motivation, Smitty.
And it pushed him to some of his best basketball yet. Paul George always shows up in the playoffs, but he'll need to win a title to lose the doubters once and for all.
James passes to Durant. Uses the glass on the layup. Durant's got his second basket on the night.
And we're already seeing a little rhythm out of this offense. They've hit 3 out of 4 so far.
Launches a 3. Slim with a bucket.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Durant. 23 points his last outing. And the shot's good. Durant's got his third bucket of the night.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Here's Slim. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
George outside. James outside. Back to George. The rebound by the prodigy.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And Durant with the block.
Beautiful defense from KD, a capable shot blocker, both on ball and in help situations.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Harrison. The shot won't fall. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. James outside. George outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Back to James. Takes the 3. Unable to get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
Hopefully they exercise better caution in this game and avoid cheap fouls that could get them in trouble again.
Timeout called, the Lakers.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Checked in for George, and it's Curry in for Paul.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games.
And Butler in his career, Grant, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. You feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
That's good from Butler.
You know, with a strong presence, great toughness, Jimmy Butler has a major effect on the culture of your team.
Butler hits them both.
Jimmy Butler, one of the great two-way wings we have. Some call him the most complete wing. Hard to argue with the defense he plays.
Here's the general. Pass to the dude. A minute 22 left to play in the first. To the middle. Ooh, stolen by Harden. Here's the break. Here's Curry. Outside for Harden. Beyond the arc. And again, no good by the Lakers. And with Butler in his defense, he is a menace. Brings intensity and energy every game.
Also add the versatility with who he can guard. Always a threat to come up with a steal. He's an elite defender.
And the Lakers with possession here, following the score by Minnesota. Releases. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Here's the dude, defended by Harden. The dude's shot is off.
He's got a nice feel for that crossover, but you still have to finish.
And here's Harden, 15 in his last outing. It's stolen by MP. Over to the left wing. Here's the dude. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there.
Here's Curry. No good. Off. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top, up 9. And back to the start. We've got Al Horford, Jimmy Butler out there with Klay Thompson. Then it's James Harden, and it's Curry in at point guard. Now here's Harden. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's good from Curry on the assist by Harden.
When you think of this skinny kid that first entered the league, and then now you see his body, Curry has been putting in work.
Making your game to thrive in the league today.
Well, I would have worked more on developing the three-point shot. Back in the 90s, it was more about the mid-range game, a la Michael Jordan. But these guys now, they live at the arc, and that's just not how we did it back in the day when I was playing.
That's his first personal foul.
Moore's checked in for the Timberwolves.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett. One shot.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Curry passes to Horford. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5.
He is. The first thing that comes to mind when you're talking about Klay Thompson is shooting. But his post play is fantastic. A great way for him to take advantage of mismatches.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And it's Paul in for Curry. Now here's Butler. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Got him in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage.
The closer the better for Jimmy, but his strong mechanics can make the mid-range work.
Here's the dude, George defending. Here's Moore. Some solid defense from James. The Lakers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's George, blocked. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he lobs it up.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. When speaking about LeBron James, Commissioner Adam Silver said he's certainly one of the league's hardest workers, which has as much to do with the success of his career as anything else. Also, off the court, it's incredible what he's done. He is a marvel in so many ways, but it all comes back to his focus and his dedication.
Thanks, Allie. Here's the dude. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The drive by Butler. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Butler's got 6.
This is what the coach wants. Get Jimmy Butler the ball going downhill.
Down low. Here's the prodigy. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Takes it inside. George passes to Durant. Misses from close range. Minnesota has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Here's the prodigy. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, B.A. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for the league, and you're exposing people to Africa, to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some changes here. Hits both from the stripe. The Lakers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second.
2 minutes.
Now James. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Dallas. The shot by Butler, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Pass to the dude. Here's Harrison. Here's Slim. 17 points for him last game against Denver. No one covering. Give him 8.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Now here's Butler. 1:16 left. To play in the first half. Here's George. Pass to James. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. James has got his second bucket on the night.
Nice touch on the jumper. Even at this stage in his career, LeBron's floor spacing ability continues to evolve.
Here's the general. He's got 5. Slim. And another 3 from Minnesota.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
On the wing, Durant. 41 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And there it is for him.
The playmaking skills of Kevin Durant on display, capable of whipping passes to open teammates.
Pass to Harrison. Here's the general. He's guarded by Paul. Slim. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by James. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. Butler can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 from the three-point line in the second. Here's the general. And he's going for the oop here.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Outside Paul. And so it's Minnesota feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge very confident on the score.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. The coach should absolutely be gripping each of the defensive. Take some time on the other end. Just lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. And it's Slim in at the three, the small forward. So that's the lineup from Minnesota.
Tipped. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Pass to Harrison. Here's the general. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, that one goes. 7 points in the game.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to. Woo, he got a clean look and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's the general. He's got 7. On the take. And the shot goes down. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Right side Durant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And the length of Durant, he's more than capable of attacking the rim and either scoring or drawing a foul.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Because of his talent, any team KD is on, they will always have a chance to compete.
And the Lakers with some changes. Harden comes in for George, and it's Curry in for Chris Paul. And both free throws good for Durant. Minnesota's got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Harrison. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Now here's Curry. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. Horford outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry.
What a look from Steph Curry. Just shredding defenses with pinpoint passes to open teammates. Talk to anyone who has guarded Curry. They all talk about his movement. He never stops moving on offense.
And it's good. 2 points. He's got 11.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
The Lakers call timeout. With Curry and his movement, he has to do it in order to get open.
The movement, BA, makes him easy to play with. says a lot about his incredible condition, an underrated part of his greatness.
Minnesota Timberwolves Denver.
Timberwolves making a switch here. Moore's checked in. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And they pick up 2. Durant's gotten 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the focus of the defense. I mean, James Harden was able to use that attention and turn it into a hoop for someone else.
Here's more. Three-pointer, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Durant's shot is off. The Timberwolves have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Slim with a bucket. He's got 13.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Harden can't hit. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Here's more. The Lakers with a rebound. Durant's got his 6th rebound on the night. Harden finds Curry. From 13, and it's good. Off the back rim and in. Curry's got 6 points.
Are you serious? What a sweet move. Broke his ankles on that one.
And Minnesota calls time here.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Checked in for the Lakers. Here's Garnett. He's got 5. Pass to Miller. Horford with the block.
The great positioning, the 7'1" wingspan. That combination makes Horford a dangerous shot blocker.
Minnesota's gone 6 of 8 from the three-point line in this matchup. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just the little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you. And the Lakers making a change here. George is checked in. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter.
Klay Thompson is an all-time great, one of the best shooters, hands down. Key part of the great dynasties in Golden State.
Offensive board, Garnett. And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 7.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Klay can sometimes get overshadowed by his teammates, but Grant, he's definitely one of the stars in this league.
And it seems that Klay doesn't mind that at times he's overlooked. He's all about winning and not worried about press. He's just a great teammate who's easy to play with.
That's good from Harden.
And let me throw out one of my favorite James Harden notes. He's the only player in history to score 30 points in a game against all other 29 teams in the league in a single season.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the Lakers. Harden hits them both. Here's the general. 13 points in the game. MP outside. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. The Lakers have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Harden against MP. Good.
Inside Harden is such a tough cover. You know he's clever enough to turn any good defense into a foul.
Outside Johnson. That one falls.
Assist goes to number 17.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from outside.